Picture this, it's 3 a.m. Your dog suddenly sits up, stares at an empty corner, and starts growling. The hair on their back stands straight up. There's nothing there, at least nothing you can see. But your dog? They're totally convinced something's in that corner. Today, we're about to uncover what your dog might actually be seeing, and trust me, it's not what most people think. You know that feeling when your dog's behavior just doesn't make sense? Every dog owner has been there. Your furry friend starts acting weird, staring at walls, barking at shadows, or following something invisible around the room. Some folks say it's paranormal. Others claim it's just random dog stuff. But here's the thing, recent scientific discoveries have shown something absolutely mind-blowing about what's really going on in these moments. And once you know this, you'll never look at your dog's strange behavior the same way again. Ancient Guardians, a history of canine senses. Throughout history, countless stories have circulated about dogs sensing supernatural presences. From ancient Egyptian temples to modern-day homes, our canine companions have earned quite the reputation as ghost detectors. It's fascinating how these stories pop up across different cultures, always following similar patterns: dogs refusing to enter certain rooms, barking at seemingly nothing, or showing signs of distress in specific locations. These accounts have left even the most skeptical minds wondering if there might be something more to our dog's strange behaviors. Just last month, one of our viewers sent us an amazing story. Their usually calm Labrador wouldn't stop barking at their kitchen wall. Day after day, same spot, same intense reaction. Everyone thought the dog was acting crazy, until a routine inspection revealed a major gas leak behind that exact wall. This isn't some rare occurrence, we keep getting similar stories from dog owners worldwide. Superpowered senses. The thing about dogs is they're like walking security systems with capabilities that put our human senses to shame. Think about this, while we're struggling to hear someone talking in the next room, our dogs can pick up sounds from 4 blocks away. That's not an exaggeration, it's pure science. Their hearing range extends far beyond what humans can detect, picking up frequencies that could explain many of these ghostly encounters. Hey there, speaking of amazing dog behaviors, if you're finding this information helpful, take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We're always sharing fascinating discoveries about our 4-legged friends. Sense superpowers. When it comes to sensory abilities, we're just scratching the surface. Dogs' noses aren't just powerful, they're practically supernatural in their own right. While humans have about 6 million olfactory receptors, dogs pack a whopping 300 million. This means they're not just smelling the coffee you're brewing, they're smelling every single bean, the water's mineral content, and probably last week's brew too. When your dog seems to be reacting to an invisible presence, they might be detecting subtle scent changes that are completely imperceptible to us. But perhaps the most incredible discovery about dogs' sensory abilities is their sensitivity to electromagnetic fields. Scientists have found that dogs, like several other animals, can detect subtle changes in the Earth's magnetic field. This might explain why your pup sometimes acts strangely before earthquakes or storms. They're not psychic, they're picking up on environmental changes long before our instruments can detect them. Night vision warriors. Now, here's something truly fascinating about your dog's eyes. When they're staring intently at that empty corner, they're not just seeing what we see. Dogs' eyes are specially designed to detect motion in low light conditions. They've got something called a tapetum lucidum, it's like having built-in night vision goggles. This special layer reflects light back through their retina twice, giving them a massive advantage in detecting subtle movements we'd completely miss. So when your dog's fixated on what looks like nothing to you, they might be watching dust particles dancing in the air or tiny insects we can't spot. The way dogs process visual information is completely different from humans too. While we're focused on detail and color, dogs are basically motion detection experts. Their brains are wired to notice the slightest movements, even through walls. That's right, they can sometimes detect movement in another room just by watching subtle vibrations or changes in light that our brains simply aren't equipped to process. Pretty mind-blowing when you think about it, isn't it? The emotional detector. Here's where things get really interesting, and if you've ever wondered why your dog seems to know when something's wrong before you do, you'll want to pay close attention to this. Your pup can actually smell your emotions. Not in some vague, metaphorical way, they can literally detect chemical changes in your body when you're scared, anxious, or even sick. Speaking of understanding these incredible abilities, I've got something special for you. The Dog Spot Hub has just released a comprehensive guide called Understanding Your Dog's Behavior: Decode the Secrets Behind Common Canine Actions. If you're fascinated by what you're learning today, you'll absolutely love diving deeper into your dog's mysterious behaviors. Check out the link in the first pinned comment. It's packed with insights that'll transform your relationship with your four-legged friend. Masters of Invisible Signals. But let's get back to those ghost-like encounters. Scientists have recently discovered something remarkable about dogs' sensory perception that explains so many of these mysterious behaviors. Dogs can detect changes in barometric pressure, electromagnetic fields, and even subtle temperature variations that might indicate the presence of, well, not ghosts, but something equally intriguing. They're essentially walking environmental sensors, picking up on things way before our most sophisticated equipment can. If you're finding this information as fascinating as we do, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with other dog owners. They deserve to know what's really going on with their furry friends too. Here's something that'll really make you think twice about those late-night incidents. Remember those times when your dog suddenly perked up before someone arrived at your door? Well, it turns out there's a whole network of invisible signals they're tapping into. Their brain actually processes sound information about 0.05 seconds faster than ours does. Doesn't sound like much? Well, in reaction time, that's the difference between sensing danger and being caught off guard. No wonder they sometimes seem to have a sixth sense about things. Danger detection experts. When your dog suddenly stops dead in their tracks and refuses to enter a room, they might be picking up on something potentially dangerous that we're completely oblivious to. From subtle changes in air currents to microscopic mold spores, their sensory arsenal is constantly scanning the environment for anything out of place. It's not supernatural, it's survival instinct refined over thousands of years of evolution. Their bodies are basically walking security systems, fine-tuned to protect not just themselves, but their human family too. You know those stories about dogs acting weird just before earthquakes or natural disasters? There's solid science behind that. They can detect the subtle vibrations and changes in air pressure that precede these events. Pretty incredible, right? And here's where it gets even more interesting. You know what's really cool about all this? Understanding these behaviors can actually help you become a better dog parent. Instead of dismissing these moments as your dog being weird or spooked, you can start paying attention to what they might be trying to tell you. And speaking of better understanding your dog, that's exactly why we created our comprehensive guide. It's packed with insights that'll help you decode everything from these mysterious moments to everyday behaviors. The link's in the first pinned comment. Trust me, it's a game changer for any dog owner. But let's tackle the big question. What should you do when your dog starts displaying these ghost-sensing behaviors? First off, don't panic. Remember, they're probably picking up on something totally explainable, even if we can't detect it ourselves. Pay attention to patterns. Does it happen at certain times? In specific places? This information could be crucial in identifying what's really going on. When your dog acts like this, staying calm and observant is key. What many people dismiss as ghost hunting might actually be your dog trying to alert you to something serious. We recently heard from a viewer in Colorado whose German Shepherd kept pawing at a specific wall in their basement. Instead of ignoring it, they called a home inspector who discovered a dangerous electrical issue. These aren't paranormal encounters, they're examples of our dogs using their incredible senses to keep us safe. The science behind the mystery. The science behind these behaviors is fascinating, but it doesn't make these abilities any less special. In fact, knowing our dogs have these extraordinary capabilities makes them even more remarkable. They're not just pets, they're sophisticated beings with senses far beyond our own. Their ability to detect things we can't isn't supernatural, it's super canine. So what's the verdict on dogs seeing ghosts? Science shows they're not seeing supernatural beings, but what they can detect is even more impressive. Their extraordinary senses pick up countless things we humans can't even imagine. From detecting microscopic changes in air pressure to sensing electromagnetic disturbances, our canine companions are walking marvels of evolutionary engineering. They're not just pets, they're sophisticated beings with sensory capabilities that surpass our most advanced technology. When you think about it, the reality is far more fascinating than any paranormal explanation. These incredible animals can warn us about approaching storms, detect diseases, find survivors in disaster zones, and alert us to hidden dangers in our homes, all using their natural abilities. Next time your dog starts acting strange, remember, they're not going crazy or seeing spirits, they're just using their remarkable sensory superpowers to keep watch over their beloved human family. Thanks for joining us on this fascinating journey into the mysterious world of dog behavior. If you found this information as amazing as we do, make sure to hit that bell icon and subscribe to our channel. We're constantly uncovering incredible secrets about our four-legged friends, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Drop a comment below sharing your own dog's sixth sense moments. We love hearing your stories. And remember, understanding your dog's behavior isn't just fascinating, it's the key to building an even stronger bond with your furry best friend. See you in the next video?